Hello students, welcome to the English composition period. Okay, so today we are going to start with our composition. Before we start with our topic, there is a new topic, I would like to ask you one question. Okay, you must be aware of this word, communication, okay, or to communicate. What is the meaning of that word? What do you mean by the word communication? Okay, so what is communication? Means we communicate, we talk to someone, we just share our thoughts, we inform someone something we want to. So we can say that in the earlier time, how we used to communicate. Earlier means long back, during your great-great-grandfather, during that time, during their time. Okay, so they didn't have the modern technology the way we have now. Okay, so during that time, first the way to pass the message was pigeon. Okay, so the pigeons were trained to pass on the message to someone whom they want to pass their message. Okay, so that was one way of communicating. Then came the letters. So the letters were wrote. Okay, so we had the different types of letter, like the inland letter, postcards, so on. So letters were written and they were posted, and the person whose name was written on the postcard, they used to get the message. Then we had the telephone. So as and when the technology was developing, our means of communicating also developed. Okay, so we saw how the progress was made from pigeon, it went to the writing letter. After writing letter, it went on to telephone. So you could just call and drop the message. Okay, so that was again important development. Then came the email. Internet was invented, and on email also you can now just write your mail and you will get, the other person will get the message. Then we had the fax machine. So it is again a modern technology. So through fax also we can send message. Then came our smartphone. Yeah, now what to say about this smartphone? We have various messaging apps on this, right? The very well-known one is the WhatsApp, right? So whenever you want to inform anything to anyone, to your mother, your parents, your relatives, or your friends, so you have the phone in your hand, your mobile phone, your smartphone, you are just using it and you just tap on any of the messaging app and there you are passing the message. You're just dropping whatever you want to say, and your friend or to whom you have written the message just goes ahead. Isn't it a very easy one, right? So all these are the various ways of communicating with each other. Okay, so no matter where that person is, okay, you can directly send the message to that person, isn't it? But just think, if you do not have anything of all these things, all these modern technology is not there, okay, for some or the other reason you do not have, or to whom you are sending the message, okay, to whom you want to share with, suppose they don't have any of these means, okay, then what you will do? Okay, the situation may arise like this, okay, so that you are not able to use any of the modern technology which you have now. So what you will do? Okay, so that time you are going to write a message. Okay, now suppose you want to drop a message, you want to say something to your mother, but your mother is not at home. So what you will do? Okay, now if you will go without informing your mother where you are going, why you are going, and when you will come back. Okay, if you'll go without informing all these things to your mother, what will be her reaction when she reaches home and she finds that you are not at home? Yeah, you're going to get a nice scolding from her, right? Because she will get tensed up, right? Where you have gone? Because she is caring about you. She cares for you. So she wants to know exactly where you are and that you are safe. Okay, so what you are going to do in this case? So you are going to write a message, isn't it? So yes, there you are. Our today's topic is message writing. Okay, so we are going to learn how in short we are going to write the message. Now what is message actually? So it is a short piece of information. It's a small piece, short piece of information that is written. Okay, it's of course in written form only. So that is written for someone to whom you are unable to speak for some reason. Okay, so what is message? It is a short piece of information that is written. Okay, keep in mind, written for someone to whom you are unable to speak for some reason. Okay, so you are not able to speak. That is why you are going to write the message, isn't it? So that is message writing. Now before we go ahead, I would just like to tell you that our topic is message writing. So I want you to keep next to you pencil, pen or a paper so that you can also write down some important points which will help you to recollect what you have learned in the class. Okay, so shall we move ahead? Now, before we start, okay, now you have to write a message. Now, before you write, some points are there, important points, which you have to keep it in your mind before writing a message. There are few points, okay, and they are very much important. So, you have to keep them in mind. So, here there are few which I have going to show you. So the points to be remembered before writing a message are, the very first one, you have to draw a box. So a box will be always drawn there. Okay, so you have to take one paper and you have to draw a box. There should always be a box. Message is always written in a box. Okay, now I'm going to show you the example also, so that time it will be clear how big the box should be. Okay, and you have to use pencil for drawing the box. Then you have to start writing. Okay, so for that what you will do? You have to write the word message. Okay, you are writing a message, right? So you will write the word message in the center of the box. Okay, and that too in capital letters. Okay, so you can see the word message, M-E-S-S-A-G-E, right? The word message you have to write in the center of the box, and that too in capital letters. Okay, then the next point is you have to also write date. Okay, so now you are writing the message today. Now, so you are going to write today's date. So whenever you are writing the message, you have to mention the date also, because you are writing the message today. Okay, so the person who is going to read your message will also know that the message is being written today. Okay, it is not the old one, it is today's. Okay, then the next point is time. Again, it is very important. today's date you have written, you also have to mention time. Okay, means that will able the person for whom you are writing the message know that what time it was written. Date will tell, okay, when, and time will also tell at what time, right? So it will give clear idea to the receiver. Those who will going to receive the message, they will get the proper clear idea that it is the message written today and at what time. Okay, so that will give the receiver an idea of what is being when the message is written. Then you have to write the salutation. That means to whom you are writing. Okay, suppose you are writing for your friend, so you will write your friend's name. If you are writing to your mother, you will write mother. If writing for father, then father, and so on. Okay, so you have to write the salutation. Okay, in short only. Then comes the main thing, the main body of the message. That is the content, what you are going to include in that body. Now, whatever important things are there which your receiver should know, that only you are going to write. Okay, so you will write only important things which are required. And the body should not be more than 3 to 4 sentences. They are enough. Okay, so don't drag and tell all the things which are not necessary. Whatever is necessary, that much only you have to write. So what you are doing here, you will write the information what you are going to into 3 or 4 sentences. That means approximately 40 to 50 words. Okay, then the next point is short sentences. So when you are writing the message sentences which you are using for writing the message, those sentences should be short. Okay, they should be short and simple. Then the next point is indirect speech. That means when you are writing, you have to use the indirect speech. Okay, so there also you have to keep in mind how you are writing. And you can use any tense required by that situation. So you can write the message in any tense. Yeah. So these are the few important points which you are supposed to keep in mind before writing a message. All these points which I have mentioned here, they are important because it will make you and help you to write the message. Okay, so whatever is important, that you have to include. Okay, so that the other person who is receiving the message will be able to understand what exactly you want to say or inform, and then the person will be able to go ahead with his or her own way. Okay, so these are the few important points which you are supposed to keep it in your mind. Okay, I hope it is clear till now. You have understood what I have told. Okay, now we will see now the next slide. Now what it is written? Format for writing a message. Now we are aware of all the important points, isn't it? Now how exactly to write a message? So here is a format which will give you exactly how to go about. Okay, shall we go ahead? Are you all ready? Okay, now I hope you have the book and a pencil or a pen next to you so that you can side by side write down what is shown. Shall we go ahead? Here we go. First of all, you're going to take a book, a paper. Okay, on that paper you have to draw a box. Now you can see I have drawn one box here. It is big enough. Okay. Now whatever question is given, and you know now whatever we are going to write, so we have to include so many things, right? Like date, time, then the salutation, then you have to write the content, that is the body, in 3-4 lines, and then you have to wind up also. So the box should be big enough to just get all the things in it. Okay, so you will know exactly how it is going to be. So take a page or paper, draw a box. Now when you are drawing a box, you can do one thing. If you are not sure how big it is going to be, how lengthy it is going to be, what you can do, you just draw the 3 sides of a box, and the down part, the bottom line, just leave it, so that when you finished with writing the message, that time you can draw the line there and complete the box. So you will get all the 4 sides of a box. So that is also the another way. So here I have drawn a box, you can see. Okay, now what to do? Here, so up in the center I have written the word message. Okay, you can see there I have written the word message, and it is in capital letters, so don't forget that. So you have to write the word message. You are writing a message, isn't it? So up you have to write message. Don't forget, always you have to write the word message, and that too in capital letters. Okay, shall we move ahead? Okay, now after writing the word message, the next line you are going to keep it blank. That means you are not going to write anything on it. Okay, so simply you will leave it blank. So here, for your information, what I have done, I have put a cross there. Okay, that indicates that you have to leave a line, blank line. Okay, so after writing message, next line you have to leave it blank. Okay, now let's see what to add there. Then you have to write the date. So when you are writing what date, that you have to mention here. Okay, so what you have done, in the center we have written message, then we have left one line blank, then we are writing date, right? We are writing the date. Now after writing the date, what you will do, you have to write the time. So what time you are writing? Okay, so this will give the clear idea to the sender, isn't it? So what you have done, message you have written in the center, you have left one line, then you have written a date, that is today's date, that means you are writing the message today. So today's date you will write there, and then you will write time. Okay, you will write time. So what time you are writing, that you have to mention. Shall we go ahead? Then again you have to leave a line. So after writing time, one line, again I have put a cross there. Okay, that is you have to leave a blank line. You will not write anything. So here we got the few initial how to begin with message writing. Message in block letter, capital letter, then a line you have to leave it blank, then you have to write, yes, date, then time, again you have to leave one line blank. Okay, now you have to write the salutation. That means to whom you are writing a message. Okay, so there again you will write salutation. Now keep it in mind, all these things which we have written in the left side of the page, right? Left side of the box. So date, time, salutation, all these three will come near the margin, touching the margin. You have to write all these things on the left hand side. Okay, now let's see what is there. Again you have to leave a blank line. Okay, so after salutation you are leaving one more line, that is blank. Okay, we are not writing anything there. Now after leaving a blank line, we will start with the body of the message, the main part. Okay, so do you remember in how many lines actually it should be? Yes, 3 or 4 sentences only. Okay, so that is the main body. You will use 3 to 4 sentences, or you are going to write there how many? Approximately you are going to write there 50 words, 40 to 50 words. Okay, so that is the body. Here you can see, okay, the body again you have to start with touching the margin from the left side. You are not going to leave any space. Okay, your paragraph which you are going to start will come near the body only, near the margin only. Okay, so that is the format which we have done now. Okay, what we did? We have done with the message in the center of the box. We left one line. Then we wrote the date. Then the time. Again we left one line blank. Then we had the salutation. Yes. Again we left a line. Yeah. Then we start with the body of the message. Of how many lines we have to? 3 to 4 sentences. Okay, so 3 to 4 lines actually it can also be there. So it will be approximately 40 to 50 words. So you leave the lines there. Okay, so that will be your main body of the message. Then after writing the main body content, you are going to leave a line again. Okay, so again a cross I have put there. That indicates that you have to leave a blank line. Okay, so now we are coming to our message writing. Whatever message you are writing, we are just coming to an end now. Now let's see, after leaving a blank line, what to write. Yeah, so now this is the last thing, that is the end. How to write the end. So once you have left a blank line, what you have to do? You have to write the name. Now what name you will be writing? The name which is given in the question. Okay, so the name. Now what is this question? Now you will get a question that you have to write a message to whomsoever it is mentioned. But that time they will also give you a name, that you are this. For example, you are Sunil, you are Anil, you are Mohan. So in this way they will be giving you a name for you. Okay, so you have to write that name here. Keep it in mind. Okay, you are not supposed to write your own name here. You have to mention, you have to write the name which is given. Okay, so many times it happens, once we have finished writing the message, you know, yeah, you have written everything properly. In a hurry, by mistake of course, in a hurry, you end up writing your own name there, which you are not supposed to do. Okay, so again I am just telling you this so that it will be there in your mind. So keep it in your mind, this, fix it there. When you are writing, check whether you have been given any other name. So if any name is given, you have to write that name only. Got it? So the name which is given in the question, that only name you are going to write. Okay, so here is the format for writing the message. Okay, shall we go one more time what we have done? Okay, so what we did, first a box is drawn, right? Then in the center, in the beginning, we have written message, and it is written in block letters, capital letters, right? Then leave a line. Then you have to write the date. Yes, again you have to write a date properly. Then the time, you have to mention the time. Again leave a blank line. Then you have to enter the salutation, that means to whom you are writing. Again leave a line. Then you will start with the main part of the message, that is the body or the content, what you are going to include. How many sentences you are going to use? How many lines? 3 to 4, right? So while doing this, you can also see that there are approximately 40 to 50 words there. Okay, so after writing the body, in body again, you remember the points, what you have to include? All the important things which you want to let the other person know, and short sentences, right? In short, you are going to write what is being told or what you want to inform the other person, the receiver. Okay, then you will leave a line, and then you have to write the name. Which name you are going to write here? Yours or the name which is given in the question? Yes, the name which is given in the question, you are supposed to write that name only. Okay, after writing the name, again you will put a cross. That means you have to leave a line. Okay, so here is a format for writing a message. Now just keep in mind, when you are actually writing, when you will be writing, don't put a cross or don't write there, leave a blank line. It is just for your knowledge. It is a format. So for your knowledge, I put there a cross. So when you will actually write, you will not put the cross there. And you will not mention that leave a blank line. You have to just leave that line blank. And you have to follow the format. So when you are coming to write a message, you will just follow what is told. Just keep the points which have been told you to remember in your mind, and you have to write. I'll show you one example. Okay, so it will make you more clear. It will give you idea how to go with message writing. Shall we start? So here it is for you. Now here is a question. You are Rohan. Remember what I told while writing the format? Your name, you're not supposed to write your original name, your name, but the name which is mentioned in the question. So what is the name mentioned here? Rohan. So at present, who are you? You are Rohan. While writing the message, you are Rohan. So you are Rohan, and you are going with your friend to a book exhibition. Okay, there's a book exhibition and will be returning late. Write a message to your mother informing her about the same. Now this is a simple message. Okay, so we'll start with a simple message. So this is the message. So you can say that your mother is not at home. Maybe she's gone out, or maybe she's in her office where she is not supposed to pick up her phone, right? So, or she is busy in a meeting, so she cannot use her phone. So whatever the reason may be, you are not able to talk to her. And now you want to go with your friend. You don't want to miss the book exhibition. So you have the urgency. You want to go. But you cannot go without informing your parents or your mom. Right? You need to. Otherwise, they will be worried for you when they will come back. Because it is going to take little more time. You will be returning late. So they should not be worried, and they should know exactly where you are. So all the things you have to mention in your message. So here is the question. Okay. So you are Rohan. You are going with your friend to a book exhibition and will be returning late. Write a message to your mother informing her about the same. Okay, now let's see the solved example. Now keep in mind the points you have to remember. A box, then message in capital writing. You have to write the date, time, then the salutation, then the main body, right? You have to write only the important things in 3 to 4 sentences, and the sentences should be short. Okay, and you can use the indirect speech while writing, and you can use any tense. Okay, so hope you will keep these points in your mind. Now let's see the solved one. Yeah, here it is. So I've made a box. In the center I've written message in capital letters, right? Then I've written a date. Now just see how I've written. It is 17 April 2020, right? So I've written in full form. I have not used any sort of shortcut while writing the date. After that, the time is written. So now you have to go. So you are going to write the time when you are going, when you are writing the message. Okay. So again, you have left one line. You can see there, I have not put a cross there. It is just for our understanding, isn't it? So I've just left a line there. Now I'm writing this message to whom? Mother. So I will write the salutation as mother. Okay, that is enough. Then again leave a line. Okay, a line is left there. Then I started with what exactly I want to tell to my mother. So here I have written, I'm going with my friend Anand to an exhibition of books being held at the community park. So here I have given all the relevant important information. I'm going with my friend. Now which friend? Anand. So here I have mentioned the name of my friend also. So Mummy is aware that you are with someone. Your friend is there. Okay. And you are going for what? For a book exhibition. You're going for a book exhibition. Where it is? It's in the community park. So you are going there. That is the place. Where it is? In our neighborhood. So it is quite close. Okay. So which your mother knows very well. Okay. So the next is written as I shall return home before 8 p.m. Okay. That means you are going to return late. What is the time you are writing the message? 5 p.m. Right? And so you have to mention. Of course, you are going to see the book exhibition. So it is going to take time. So here you will write what time you will be returning. Okay. So your mama will be at least relaxed till then. So you have written I shall return home before 8 p.m. Again I have left one line and down I have written what? Rohan. Okay. Not my original name. What is my own name? That I have not written here. But the name which is mentioned in the question. That I have entered here. So it is Rohan. Again I have left a line. And the box is closed. So remember I told you when you draw a box, you can draw only the 3 sides and the bottom you can leave it. And once you finished with writing, once you have finished everything, in the end you can also draw a line. So you have to end up by drawing the line there. So here is an example. I hope you have followed how to write the message. Okay, now there is one assignment for you. So I'll give you one question and you are going to solve it. You are going to write a message. Now what is that? Yeah, so the question goes, you are Amita. You are going for your friend's birthday party and will be returning late. Now write a message to your mother informing her about the same. Okay, so let's see the question again. You are Amita. So you have to keep in mind you are Amita now. So which will help you to write the name at the end of the message. So you are Amita and you are going for your friend's birthday party. So this is the main thing which you have to mention to your mother. Okay, so that will come in the body content, body of the message. So you will write where you are going, friend's birthday party. You can also mention your friend's name here. Okay, and will be returning late. Means you can hear just because you're going for a party, of course it will take time, so you will be returning late. So here you can give the time also, approximately by what time you will be returning, that also you can mention here. Okay, so in this way you have to just keep a format in your mind and the points to be remembered. Okay, and accordingly now you have to write the message. Okay, I hope you have followed and you know now what to do. In the end, when you're writing the name, now remember, who are you? Yes, you are Amita and no one else. So you have to write the name Amita only there. Followed? Yeah. So here we have come to an end of this message writing class. So we learned how to write a message in a simple manner. Isn't it? So hope you have followed. You have followed the format and also the points to be remembered. You have to keep those points. Okay, then only you will be able to convert those points with the help of the format to write a message. Okay, so we'll stop here for today. See you till then.